The interview granted by former governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, to Arise News on Monday, June 23rd, has been trending online, especially because he made strong criticisms against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his administration. While during the interview with Charles Anyogolo on Arise Prime Time, El-Rufai claimed that President Tinubu never really liked him and that they really did not get along. The former governor also took credit for Tinubu's emergence as president, asserting that he feels responsible for removing, in his words, urban bandits who want to destroy Nigeria. El-Rufai said a coalition party will send them packing and fix the country. He also claimed that the APC has 91% disapproval rating, which he termed the worst in Nigeria's history. Let's take a look before we take some reactions.
Bola Tinubu was never someone I was close to, even in the party, because in the party I was a Buhari boy. Bola has his boys, Buhari had his boys. We are Buharists, no apologies. So Bola Tinubu never really liked me. We never really got along. Is he perfect? No. Some people said Bola Tinubu is not his name. Nobody knows his birth date for sure. Nobody knows who his parents are for sure. There are all kinds of questions.
And that didn't bother you at the time?
It did bother me because I know my name, I know my parents, I know my birth date, I know I have classmates, okay? And there are no questions about whether I graduated from Ahmad Bello University or not, okay? All those questions were there about about Tinubu. But for me, the question was, he was governor of Lagos, yes? How did he govern Lagos? He governed Lagos in a very inclusive manner. He had an Igbo guy as a commissioner. He had another Hausa man from Daura as one of his special advisors. In Lagos, in 1999, that was almost unique. Nigerians are tired of the APC. We know that, we have polled that. There is 91% disapproval of this administration across the country. 91% disapproval. It's the worst in Nigeria's history. Everybody is saying we have a problem. This country is targeted for destruction by a collection of urban bandits. Let's come together, send them back home, and put this country back on track. I have no ambition, okay? I just feel that having contributed to bringing about this tragedy to Nigeria by contributing to the emergence of Bola Tinubu as president, I should contribute in my last lap, okay? Because I'm 65, I should be retiring. In my last lap, let me
You've got a long way to go.
Let me contribute towards removing this evil that I believe will destroy Nigeria if left unchecked.
Wow, El-Rufai. Well, the Director General of the National Institute for Cultural Orientation, Otumba Biodun Ajiboye, was on Arise Prime Time last night. He said El-Rufai should be disregarded because he's a time waster. Let's take a look.
Malam El-Rufai should be disregarded. He's a rabble-rouser. He's a rabble-rouser because, one, this was the Kaduna State that he ran for 8 years. He can't even go back there freely because the members of House of Assembly, they took a vote on his government, and it was a vote of no confidence on his government. So what is his pride? Why does he think that the northern Nigeria will follow him in his dance of Makaba? Why does he think so? Why does he think that he controls the northern Nigeria? Who gave him that confidence that he's Mr. Right in Nigeria and what he says makes meaning? As far as Nigerians are concerned, Malam El-Rufai is a time waster, a man who has no understanding of loyalty, a man who has been publicly called a pathological liar, and he didn't even mind. He has no reputation. He's deficient in character. He's defective in behavior. All he knows is about himself.
Rufai is enough. Rufai has been screaming here. Wow, Ajiboye is special, really. But of course, like I said, that this interview has been trending. A lot of reactions, and I'll just take this one before we discuss. This is Easy, Mr. Easy. He wrote, El-Rufai, sir, were you able to fix the problem of insecurity in Kaduna when you were the governor? What you couldn't fix for 8 years, your predecessor did it in less than 2 years. Talk is cheap. Typical Niger politician. Meanwhile, the Kaduna State government released a press statement on Tuesday refuting claims made by El-Rufai that projects commissioned by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Kaduna were initiated by his administration. The statement clarifies that out of the 3 projects commissioned by the president, the Vocational Training and Skills Development Institute and the 100 CNG buses were fully initiated and completed by Governor Uba Sani's administration. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu Specialist Hospital, however, while conceived during a previous administration, was only 53% complete and lacked equipment when Governor Sani took office. The Sani administration prioritized and completed the hospital. The Kaduna State government emphasized that the achievements are verifiable and are part of Governor Uba Sani's commitment to good governance and development. Rufai, over to you.
Okay, let me address both sides.
Yes, please.
In spirit of balance. Balenciaga.
Yes, always balance.
Yes. The same El-Rufai that President Tinubu went to Kaduna and said, I need you, El-Rufai. The same El-Rufai that led a consortium of governors and they said that the Supreme Court should prevail over Naira policy. Same El-Rufai. The same El-Rufai that help Baba answer question in Chatham ass.
Exactly. Team Sheep.
Baba call El-Rufai, he answer question, he shine.
Yes.
Nasiru, good one, Nasiru.
Yeah.
Same El-Rufai.
They were distributing questions.
Distributing question in the favor of Team Sheep. Nasiru pick one, answer it.
Yes, I remember that.
The same El-Rufai that was front and center, moving everywhere, that I even heard that he was part of those that made the agenda and say, no, power must come to the south in the party. The same El-Rufai is malicious, is liar today. Please, the likes of the man that came to say that about El-Rufai, why didn't they say that about El-Rufai in February 2023? El-Rufai is a devil now, Abi. You see, that's why I don't take politicians seriously and I can't do politics. Oto, Timominu, I will always speak the truth and say it the way it is. On the flip side of it, let me now go to El-Rufai's part. If El-Rufai had been given minister, are we going to be hearing all of this?
Question.
If alignment and agenda, are we going to be seeing all of this? The same El-Rufai that went ahead and supported President Tinubu's candidacy and everything, even answer question for Tinubu, is not the one saying Tinubu is not competent again.
That's what he said.
The same El-Rufai that stood tall, that took a consortium of governors to face the minds of the CBN that time because of the Naira policy that they felt they were going to affect them. The same El-Rufai that went with Tinubu on the campaign and sold Tinubu to Nigerians and says this man is going to revolutionize things. The same El-Rufai that was preparing to be able to take his rightful position in the government that he fought for is now saying that same government is sold to us Nigerians. It's not an aberration, will not come in 2027.
So they are urban bandits.
So they are urban. So the question is, if El-Rufai claims that Tinubu is a bad product now, why did he sell Tinubu to Nigerians then? So did he know it was a bad product then, or it was because he didn't get position in Tinubu's government? That's why he's changed man now.
All right. All right.
Hope I'm able to balance.
Yes, you did very, very well. You did very well.
You said that there is a point of correction.
What was the correction?
You said that El-Rufai that stood tall. Are we talking about the same Nasir El-Rufai?
Yes, he stands tall.
Okay.
Dr. Martin,
I know a difference.
He's a giant.
Okay.
He stands tall.
All right.
Okay. It's not
But
a physical posture.
In that interview was when he was talking about a certain poll that had been conducted.
Right.
And he was saying that the polling, that there is 78% disapproval of President Tinubu in the southeast and the north, and that even in the southwest, President Tinubu doesn't have up to 50% disapproval, and that even in Lagos, it's Lagos that he said is 78%, and in the southeast and the north is 91%.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that
want to see the
polling
polls.
is
Did you post the
reliable.
sources
Where
of
did
the
so-
poll?
the-
Where is
we
the
want
source
So,
of the
Rufai,
poll?
I thought we were going to talk about how empirical
I
the
put it
polling
to you.
is.
How
Those are the
empirical
sheep.
is
Okay.
the polling?
Yeah,
Where is the source of the
what are
poll?
the- yeah.
What's the methodology?
Very
Well, I
would like to
That's what
know.
I expected you to say.
Empirical.
Instead of saying somebody
All right.
standing tall.
But-
When we know that, the Rufai that I know is
All right.
he's a different person.
But at the end of the day, he was fact-checked by the Kaduna state government, saying that he commissioned those projects that obviously we can fact-check, and it's the Uba Sani administration that initiated 2 out of those 3 projects. Well, we'll continue to follow up on the story.